Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. I am Stephanie. We are in my sewing room. Welcome to my channel. It's Friday. Time to chat, catch up. Let's see what we've all been up to. And I want to start with sewing. And the first thing I want to say is I haven't really done any sewing this week. It's been crazy. And I'll get into that in just a minute. But I titled this video, Why I Hate This Outfit. Because I do. In fact, the minute this video is done, I'm going to take this off and not wear it. So why? Why do I hate this outfit? Oh my gosh, can I name the reasons? First of all, I used my favorite t-shirt pattern and my favorite pants pattern to make this blue double brush poly that I bought, and I thought it would match this jacket, and it does perfectly. Isn't that beautiful? What a nice color combination. So here's the dilemma. Oh my gosh. See, when I'm uncomfortable, I'm grumpy. So I'm grumpy. I'm gonna do this video grumpy. Behind the smile is grump. So first off, I made this jacket a little while back out of a fun pattern I'm gonna put up. I can't remember the name of it. And it's sweater. And inside is the tiniest bit itchy. And I'm like Princess and the Pea. Do you know that story? It's like I can't stand it. It's just enough itch to say I won't wear this one. I have so many comfortable cardigans to wear. I won't wear this. It's just a little tiny bit of itch in there. And I don't know, with a long sleeve, but I don't wear a lot of long sleeves, so it's just probably not going to happen. So then I made this to go with it because I really didn't realize, since I hadn't worn it, I really didn't realize that this had a little bit of itch in it. And so I made this t-shirt and pants to go under it. They don't fit. It should fit. I've made it over and over and over, and it should fit, but it doesn't fit. It's too tight, and I'm just feeling choked. And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, but it's not. It may look okay. It actually may look like it's tight, but honestly, it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I feel choked. And I know the reason, and I probably could have prevented this, but it's just hard, and I don't know why there's not like a formula for this problem. And if you can tell me that there is, you will be my angel. So here's the problem. Now, I've made this same t-shirt and pants. Whoopsie, whoopsie, come here. I want to show you this. This is a stretch ruler. Now this is from stitchbuzz.com, and I don't know if she's still there. I'll put a link if she is. But basically, you show how much stretch there is in the fabric by using this ruler. Now both of these fabrics that I'm going to show you are 4-way stretch, so they stretch both this way and this way. So let's say I love the t-shirt and the pants that I made out of this fabric. It's also a double brush poly. It's a lot lighter weight, but it's just so comfy, and it's really pretty. Okay, so here we go with the stretch ruler. How this works is you hold the fabric here, and then you pinch it here at the 5-inch, and you pull it and see how stretchy it is, and then you read it, and it'll say the percent. So let's do that. We've got the holding it right there, grabbing it at the 5, and it's at basically 90, but just barely. So between 80 and 90. That's one way. Now we're going to turn it. We're going to go the other way and see how much stretch it is this way. And I'm going to hold it right there, grab it on the 5. Oh, it goes way beyond, so more than 100%. So we got 85 and 100 on this that I love. Now we're going to do this blue that I'm wearing that I don't love on a scrap. All right, let's go this way. We'll go this way first because it's the non-stretchy side. I'm going to hold it right there, grab it at the 5, and it goes to 60. And I'm going to hold it right here, and I'm going to grab it at the 5, and it goes to 70 barely. So that's just not as stretchy, and you can feel that it's not as givey. And so it was smaller on me, and I want the formula to say if it's this many percent stretch, and then you make it again and it's a less stretch by what, 10%, add this much to your pattern. If it's by this, then add this much. So if it's like 90 and then you're going to do it with a 70, would you take off how much? Like an inch for each 10% of stretch? I don't know. If there was a formula, I would shout it from the mountains, because it's very disturbing to make something that fits you just right and then make it again and it doesn't, and they're both stretchy. They're both 4-way stretch. They both would fit the same description basically, but they're not. And I will say so many of these fabrics have slightly different stretch, and it is challenging. And so, you know, I like really stretchy, so I try to buy that, but that blue was so pretty. And I do like a nice constructive, like structured stretch too. I just should have made it bigger. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's happened to me before. Happen to me again, probably. We'll see. Maybe I'll be smart, figure it out for future. But okay, here's the outfit, and you know, I like it. It's the kind of look I like. I love the blue with the sweater. These colors just look really cute together. And I know I'm going to post a picture of the whole outfit, but I'm not posting a picture of this tight shirt and pants, but I'm going to show you. It's too tight. It's super snug right here. It's snug right here. It's snug everywhere because this fabric is just, it just needed like, it needed a lot. It needed like 1 inch on both sides. Oh, I felt choked, like I can't breathe. I'll put it in my too little pile, and if I lose a few pounds, it might fit better, but it is not comfortable, and I don't think it's cute. So, okay, you have to agree with me now, right? There you go. So I really didn't have time to sew, but I've been thinking about my Easter dress, and it's been on my mind, and I really want to come up with something. I've got some ideas, and I'm kind of just letting the ideas sort of filter down until the one, it's getting close. I can feel it. I mean, I've got to start planning this right away. Easter's coming, right? It's early this year. One of my ideas, and I'll show it to you if I do it, is I have a piece of fabric that I fell in love with many years ago when I wasn't really sewing very much, and I didn't know a lot about sewing. I feel like I know a lot more now, but this fabric just called to me, and every time I pull it out, it's still beautiful. I don't know if I would pick it now. It's quite loud, but you all know I love bold, so maybe I feel that way. I don't know. It was too precious to cut. I thought I would ruin it, so I didn't cut it, and years have gone by. I would say, I'm gonna guess like 35 years. I got this one piece of fabric that's too pretty to cut. I like to cut it and make an Easter dress. We'll see. Oh my gosh, now you're gonna want to see it. Okay, hold your horses. I will pull it out, but not today. I think I've shown it before when I talked about this same subject, but I still haven't cut it, so it's coming. I think this year is the year. Let's just cut that. Ruin it or not, it's just sitting there. We should do a hashtag too good to cut, or I don't know, cut it out, just cut it out. I don't know, would that be, sometimes you think of a really great hashtag and you go on to some of the social media and you find out it means something totally different. And sometimes it can be really disgustingly different, and you're like, that's not what I thought that meant. That happens. So I have Easter dress on my mind, but you never know. When I get my life back and I can start sewing again, anything's on the table, right? I do have a couple of things I need to make. So I'll get those done too. I'm kind of in a getting things done mode right now. That brings me to why I haven't been sewing. My husband is self-employed. He has his own business, and I help him gather up his paperwork to give to the accountant. And I just love to double check and make sure that everything is in order. And so it's just taken me a long time of just double checking and going through everything. And so I've been doing that to help him out. And you know, he's right there. We're doing it together. But it's just like, I hate taxes. Ugh. Thankfully, we have a professional to do them for us. We just have to give the information, but they can't do a good job until I give them the good information, right? So all's almost in order. It's almost all in order. So we'll get there, and then that's going to be done probably this afternoon or tomorrow. And then I'm going to get my projects that I owe people, like my mother's sweater and my daughter's apron, and then I can be me again. And that kind of leads me to the personal side of life, which is I'm living grandma life. And I know a lot of you are also living grandma life with me. And isn't it the best? I don't work from outside of my home. My daughter swears that I should tell people I have a YouTube channel when they say, what do you do? And I say, I don't do anything. What do you say? What do you say? If you aren't working out of the side of the home and someone says, what do you do? What do you say? I say, I don't work. I stay home. And they look at me like, is there something wrong with that? You know, I don't think so. I love grandma life. So like yesterday, I was going to work on those papers and, you know, I had all kinds of ideas of just staying home and, you know, getting stuff done. And I got a text from a friend and she said, I'm meeting so-and-so, my other friend, 2 friends are meeting for lunch. Did I want to join them? And I dropped everything, fixed myself up and went. I went to lunch. That's the grandma life. I mean, I got to do that. I mean, it's pretty wonderful. It's pretty wonderful. So I had a lovely lunch, and while I was at lunch, my daughter texted me that she had made me a loaf of sourdough bread, which is her so special thing that she does, and I get to benefit from that. And she said it's ready. So after lunch, I went over, I saw my grandkids. They were playing their homeschool, and they'd finished all their schoolwork by 11 in the morning, and they got to play in the outside in the sun. It was a beautiful day, and sun was out, and it was kind of mild, like 64 degrees, and they were playing, just having fun. And my daughter was pulling weeds in her garden, and I got the sourdough bread and did some grocery shopping and went home. Grandma life. It's pretty good. So on that same thought, we worked on our garden path. I've been talking about this. I'm going to be obsessed with this for a while, maybe forever. I don't know. We got this new path cleared. My brother-in-law actually cleared it, and he's our next door neighbor. I hate to bring them into my videos because they have nothing to do with YouTube, but we had help. So we'll just say we had help. How about that? He will never go on camera. If there's ever accidentally his hand or something, that's about it. But he is the one who cleared that path, and hubby is like helping me. I want a way to get to it, so I have no way to get to it. I've shown this over and over. It's just in a place where I can't get to the beginning of it. And so we've walked out there many times, and hubby says, I think if we went diagonally from the upper to the lower, we could just make a little, that's doable, that you don't have to have steps, because it's quite a change in elevation between the two paths. And so my brother-in-law helped him, and it's nowhere near done, but man, oh man, they made quick work of it. I gotta just show you before and after of the part that they did do. And now we're gonna be in stormy weather, so they had to put it on hold. But they chopped up a big, huge fallen tree, pulled out some bushes. You know, it's just some old clothesline was sitting there, and he pulled that out. It's just like stuff's just cleared out, and you can see where it's going to be, and it's going to be so nice. I just can't wait for warm weather and walking that path. So let me just show you a little before and after of that. Okay, so there's the jacuzzi, the old trail, and down there is the new trail, and this is our old trail. So we want to combine the two right here. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you got a stake up there. But... So they're gonna, so the trail here, and there's a trail down there, and they're gonna make one diagonal one that joins them together.
I'm gonna be, you know, helping Stefani clear on the other side, for like a nature trail.
You were stuck.
Okay. I'm not sure.
I hope that film turned out. I said I'm going to show you film, and then what if it didn't turn out? I have nothing to show, at least a before and after picture. So I'm excited about that. And then yesterday, it started, you know, do you use your phone to see what the weather is? It's not always accurate. I've had it say it's snowing when it's raining, or raining when it's snowing, or, you know, the temperature's not always exactly right. I mean, I've had it be wrong, but not terribly wrong. But, you know, that's how I see what the weather is. And yesterday it said blizzard warning. Sunny, 64, beautiful day. blizzard warning. First of all, we don't have blizzards here. Like, I can tell you that in 1989 we had a blizzard, and it was a real one, and it was here, and we were snowed in for 2 weeks. Trees had fallen everywhere. It was almost like a war zone of trees just falling in the forest. It was so incredibly a lot for where we live. So that's a long time ago, and I would just say that was a real blizzard. I'm having a problem with this blizzard warning on my phone. Can you tell? So everybody's in town, like all over town is just like, the weather is gonna snow. And I'm like, well, it snowed before, but blizzard, really? I mean, up country in the high Sierras, yeah, they have it all the time. They have blizzard conditions. But here, we hardly ever have snow here. It's crazy. So you know how your phone tells you last year right now, or it shows you pictures from the past. So last year, this week, we had a ton of snow. And so it's not, to me, unusual for us to be this hyped up over it. It's a snow. Could they just say snow? Expecting snow? So on my phone, I have an iPhone. It said blizzard warning, and then it said today was sunny and high of 60 something. And then below it said tomorrow, which is where the blizzard's supposed to start, is chance of rain 30%. Rain. That's not a blizzard. And then it went up since yesterday. It's gone up to like 40 or 50%, but it still says rain. So in the little hourly, it just says rain. It doesn't even say snow. But if you look at the weather reports, if you actually go to weather reports, it says snow coming in Friday, maybe Saturday, and the highest is always at the tail end of the storm, which is like going to be Sunday. So we could get a bunch of snow, but I don't think we'll get a blizzard. Stay tuned. I'll let you know next week what I really think about whether it was a blizzard or not. In fact, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting it in my stories because I'm just intrigued with the whole idea. So I went to the grocery store to stock up, and everybody was doing it. Like the lines were all over the place. And all I could think is, well, what? Stock up on what? Like I stay pretty stocked up because I don't live near town. And so I have lots of extras of everything, and I couldn't think, what did I need? So I just bought a few things just so I could say I went to the store and stocked up. And then I texted my daughter and I said, I have a loaf of sourdough. What else do I need to be stocked up for a storm? We're pretty well set. I mean, we've had snow enough to where, you know, we're set for it. Hubby brought in a ton of wood to the porch, so we're set for fires. And so that's a good thing. And you can't go wrong there. And we've got a generator and it's full, so you can't go, we're ready. What do you do? But blizzard, I can't get over that word. I've been on daffodil watch. They're blooming everywhere but here, and they're so ready. You could see them out the window. It's kind of dark outside because of the storm coming in, but I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you a couple pictures. And when we go, I'll give you a little rundown of the daffodils, and the tulips right behind it. But I think, can they bloom in the snow? I think they can. In fact, I remember we used to have a place called Daffodil Hill, and they closed it because it was a private deal and it was just too expensive for them. But it was our biggest tourist attraction in our whole county, and it was just a family's hill of daffodils. And the owner said that the daffodils survive the snow way easier than the rain because the rain is so hard on them. It beats them down where the snow is not as heavy. I don't know. He said that. So I think the daffodils will bloom in the snow. And my favorite tulip garden showed their tulips in the snow, and they said the tulips love it. So we'll see. I saw some poppies on our poppy hill, and I'm hoping for a big poppy year this year. And if so, you will see tons of that. But they're started. They're started. So get through this storm, and if we have some nice weather, maybe they'll. There's a whole hill, and it can be a ton of poppies or a few poppies. We don't know. We don't know what it has to have. Just the right amount of rain at the right time, I guess. So I've jabbered on long enough when I actually was just kind of thinking, what am I going to say on this video? I have nothing to say. So I guess I said some things. I don't know if they're interesting or not, but there it is. I would love to know what you're up to this weekend. What are you making? And have you been sewing? Or, you know, what's going on? I love visiting with you in the comments, so I'll see you there. Come find me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now. It's getting a little windy, but there's still some blue sky up there. little chilly, a little sprinkly, but nothing so far. Okay, this one, that's almost blooming. They're so close. So if it snows tonight or tomorrow or all weekend, what happens to these flowers? Well, it's not raining yet, but you could sure hear that storm coming in. There's still some blue skies up there, a little bit. Oh my gosh, I love the sound of a storm coming in. It sounds like the ocean. There's your daffodil watch.